Israel says will make Iran pay as missiles hit Soroka hospital. Tel Aviv Stock Exchange Building 10 updates Israel-Iran conflict latest updates The military conflict between Israel and Iran entered the seventh day on Thursday as both sides continued to attack targets in the two countries. While Iranian missiles hit a prominent medical facility in southern Israel and the Stock Exchange Building in Tel Aviv, reports said an area near the heavy water facility of Iran's Kandab nuclear facility was targeted by Israel. Reports said Israel had issued an evacuation warning to the residents of Iraq and Kandab in central Iran. Meanwhile, as the fighting between Israel and Iran continues, U.S. President Donald Trump has hinted that the U.S. may join the conflict. "I may do it, I may not do it. I mean, nobody knows what I'm going to do," Donald Trump told reporters on the White House South Lawn amid a sharp escalation in the Middle East as Israel claimed responsibility for airstrikes on military targets in Tehran, including what it described as Iran's internal security headquarters. Trump in fact also suggested that while Russia wanted to mediate, he asked Vladimir Putin to first mediate his own and hold talks with Ukraine. Here are 10 developments on the Israel-Iran war that have taken place in the past few hours. 1 Israel hospital hit a ballistic missile fired from Iran directly struck Soroka hospital in Beersheba on Thursday. The extent of the damage is not yet clear while reports say a 60-year-old man was in critical condition after the hit. This comes as sirens blared across Israel following a barrage of missiles launched from Iran. Soroka Hospital requested no public entry until further notice. 2 Israel ups the ante after the attack on Soroka Hospital. Israel has vowed to intensify its attack on Iran. Eli Cohen, Minister of Energy and Infrastructure and Cabinet member, Israel, posted on X, "The terror regime in Tehran committed another war crime today, launching a missile at an Israeli hospital. They deliberately target civilians, and to this day, have murdered only Israeli civilians. Not a single Israeli killed in this war was a soldier. The cowardly regime in Iran will pay a heavy price for this crime." 3 Multiple sites targeted in Israel including stock exchange sirens sounded across Israel as Iran launched over 20 missiles hitting multiple sites in Israel. Iranian missiles also hit the Israel Stock Exchange building in Tel Aviv, following which massive evacuation began in the area. 4 Israel targets area near Iran's nuclear facility. An area near the heavy water facility of Iran's Kandab nuclear facility was targeted by Israel, ISNA reported. Israeli jets struck the Iraq reactor, which was evacuated beforehand after Israel's warning, with no radiation leak reported. This nuclear reactor in Iraq was created for one purpose: to build a nuclear bomb. It has now been neutralized. Here is a closer look at the reactor itself. pic.twitter.com 4KBDSGP8 in Israel Defense Forces IDF June 19, 20,255 Hezbollah commander killed. Hezbollah commander Yassin Izzeddin was eliminated in an Israeli drone strike last night in southern Lebanon, the IDF said. The strike was carried out in the town of Barish. Yassin Izzeddin was the commander of Hezbollah's rocket artillery unit in the Litani River sector, according to the military. The IDF claimed he advanced numerous rocket attacks on northern Israel during the war, and was involved in attempts to restore Hezbollah's artillery forces. 6 Blasts in 3 Iranian cities. Heavy explosions rocked 3 Iranian cities, including Isfahan, Shiraz, and Kermanshah, early on Thursday, according to media reports. It is learned that it happened shortly after Iran launched a new missile barrage against Israel. 7 Iranian state TV hacked satellite signals of Iran's state broadcaster were disrupted, according to IRG Klink Tasnim News. Reports said Iran's state TV was hacked, airing a message amid live news that called on people to take to the streets. Officials say this was done with satellite interference, suggesting that the message appeared only on screens receiving the channel via satellite. 8 Trump considering U.S. military involvement. U.S. President Donald Trump stated he may or may not join the Israel-Iran fight, keeping the possibility of direct U.S. intervention open. A Wall Street Journal report claimed that Trump approved attack plans for Iran but withheld a final order to see if Tehran would abandon its nuclear program. Swipe left for next. Video 9 Iran warns of irreparable consequences. Iranian Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei on Wednesday issued a stern warning against U.S. intervention, citing serious repercussions. 10 Russia offers to mediate Russian President Vladimir Putin. on Wednesday, offered to mediate an end to the conflict between Israel and Iran. Taking a dig at him, Trump said, "I spoke to Putin yesterday and he actually offered to help mediate. I said, do me a favor. Mediate your own. Let's mediate with Russia first. I said, Vladimir, let's mediate Russia first. You can worry about this later. Latest blogs